Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the annual Cambridge House Awards Day. Obviously, this is no normal year, and having this important ceremony virtually is certainly not how we would choose to do it. But in a year of so much uncertainty and change, we as a school felt it was critical to go ahead with this, albeit in a very different way. Having said that, I want to congratulate every one of you on the results that you have attained. You achieved some of the school's best ever outcomes in the public examinations, which weren't, of course, actually held. Your results were based on how you performed in your mock exams and on work submitted throughout the year. Many of you would have found that disappointing, but you mustn't let it detract from your success. Of course, school life is certainly not all about exam results, and another disappointing aspect of 2020 was how you missed out on all the end-of-year events and gatherings. And even just the opportunity to say goodbye to each other and your teachers in person. I sincerely hope that as things start to ease in 2021, you can more than make up for that. Indeed, I want to thank all of last year's Year 14 for their contribution to school life over the past 7 years. But all of you, from last year's Year 8s to Year 14s, have one thing in common. During a worldwide pandemic, the scale of which has never been seen before, you all worked to a level as individuals that your teachers deemed to be above and beyond what would reasonably have been expected of you. Many people in all walks of life would have taken last year as an opportunity to sit back a little, perhaps only given 80% effort, but you didn't. You upped the ante and produced work and results that made you stand out amongst your peers. You may not fully realise it now, but you have learned a very important life lesson. When things get tough, you get tougher. You applied yourselves fully to your studies and produced wonderful results, and that's something to be commended. It wasn't only you who had a very tough, demanding year. It was your teachers as well. They also had to adapt and overcome to move seamlessly into the world of blended learning in which we currently find ourselves. I want to thank and commend every one of them for the effort they have put in, which was for many way outside their comfort zone. And we at Cambridge House are so lucky to have the teachers and staff that we do. Obviously, last year was Elma Lutton's last full year as principal. After a career in Cambridge House spanning 43 years, Mrs. Lutton, or Dr. Lutton to give her new title, has retired. In order to give us continuity into the new school year, she delayed her retirement until the end of October, and between then and the start of 2021, Mrs. McClurg took on the role of acting principal until the appointment of our new headmaster, Mr. Philip Elliott, at the start of January. I want to formally thank Mrs. Lutton for all her service and dedication to the school, and to Mrs. McClurg for stepping in so ably after her. We're delighted to have a gentleman like Mr. Elliott with a vast experience across many prestigious grammar schools in Northern Ireland at the helm here from January of this year. The other governors and I are in no doubt that he will continue to take our school from strength to strength. However, today is all about celebrating your successes, of which we are all very proud. So on that note, it's time for me to hand over to Mr. Elliott and to wish the entire Cambridge House school community a successful 2021 and hopefully a return to a new normality as we go forward.
Mrs. Miller, governors, staff, parents, pupils, and other online guests, I offer you a very warm welcome to the Cambridge House Grammar School Virtual Awards Day. And I would like to begin by thanking the many staff who have worked so hard over the past few weeks to help organise this event. This is our opportunity as a school community to pause, to reflect, and to celebrate the successes and achievements of the pupils of Cambridge House Grammar School during the school year 2019-20. It will be a significant understatement to say that the 2019-20 school year was unusual, abnormal, and unprecedented. Feel free to choose your favourite adjective. It will be remembered as the year when, in mid-March, the arrival and rapid growth of the COVID-19 pandemic resulted in the closure of schools across the United Kingdom for the remainder of the spring term and the whole of the summer term. And while this inevitably affected the education of all pupils, the impact was most keenly felt on pupils preparing for public examinations, which were duly cancelled. For these pupils, their GCSE, AS and A-level grades were awarded not on the basis of their performance in examinations, but through centre-assessed grades submitted by their schools and based on assessments completed up to the date of closure in mid-March. And it is these achievements that we celebrate today. I want to congratulate the senior pupils on their successes and thank them for their patience and their forbearance. I was not principal at the time, but I know from speaking to colleagues that the pupils' understanding and maturity at a time of great uncertainty and much anxiety was very much appreciated. And I would also pay tribute to the work of the teaching staff, who I know spent vast amounts of time scrutinising evidence and generating grades that as fairly and as accurately as possible reflected the grades the pupils would have achieved had the examinations gone ahead. Overall, the Year 14 outcomes were outstanding, with 96% of pupils attaining 3 or more A-levels at grade C or higher, and 61% of pupils attaining 3 or more A-levels at grade B or higher. 46% of all grades awarded were either A-star or A, with 81% of all grades A-star, A or B. Every pupil deserves rich congratulations for their outcomes, some of which were achieved in the face of considerable adversity. And special mention should be made of Abby Kirk, who attained 3 A-star grades and 1 A grade, Max McConnell, who attained 3 A-star grades, Annie Miller, who attained 2 A-star grades and 1 A grade, and to the following pupils, all of whom attained 3 A-star or A grades: Ellie Andrew, Sarah Frame, Katie Matthews, Alice McClure, Emma McCulloch, Victor Olshowy, Ben Purdy, Grace Stone, Lauren Turtle, and Andrew Wilson. We wish all of our leavers well, and we trust that wherever they may be, they're enjoying the next stage of their education in spite of the restrictions. Of course, their experiences as they've started university or undertaken gap years this year will be different from those of previous cohorts, and there is a sense that the experience has been to some extent impoverished. However, we know that this pandemic brings opportunity as well as hardship, and when we emerge from this period, we should be all the stronger for it. We should not think of this as impeding experiences, but rather as being part of them. A report on our Year 13 pupils' achievements is a little trickier to present, as some pupils followed linear or vocational courses, and there is therefore no AS grade or equivalent. Nonetheless, in the subjects where AS grades were awarded, it is pleasing to note that 36% of all grades awarded were A, 71% were either A or B, and 95% were A, B or C. 3 pupils, Millie Agnew, Zara Shaw and Peter Steele, each attained 4 A grades, while a further 14 pupils attained at least 3 A grades: Abby Bullock, Joseph Compton, Joshua Crawford, Katie Crichton, Holly Cuthbert, Brian Agaston, Catherine Glendinning, Ellen McLester, Emma Mills, Kerry Park, Jodie Rogers, Deborah Stewart, Jessica Wainwright and Ben Warwick. We congratulate all of our Year 13 pupils from last year, and we wish them well in Upper 6th. In Year 12, over 97% of pupils attained at least 7 GCSEs, including English and Mathematics at Grade C or higher, with over 47% attaining the same at Grade B or higher. 38% of all grades were either A star or A, with 72% of all grades either A star, A or B. Again, we say congratulations to all the Year 12 pupils for these superb achievements. And special mention goes to Zoe Bell and Bethany Reynolds, both of whom attained 6 A-star grades and 3 A grades. Erin Hutchison, who attained 5 A-star grades and 4 A grades. Philip Kennedy, who attained 5 A-star grades, 3 A grades and 1 B grade. And Lois Davidson, Matthew McKendry, Emily McNeil, Colin Reid and Jenna Semple, all of whom got a full suite of 9 A-star or A grades. We wish last year's Year 12 pupils well as they progress through their Lower 6 courses, and we look forward to seeing them return to school in the near future. I would also like to speak to the pupils who were in Years 8 to 11 last year and say how sorry I am that I cannot mention any subject prizes for them in this address. The Cambridge House Awards Day would normally include subject prizes for Years 8, 9, 10 and 11. But as school was closed at the end of the summer term, end-of-year examinations could not take place, and these prizes could therefore not be awarded. Let us hope that we can welcome you back into school in the months ahead, and you can demonstrate your learning in the summer exams at the end of this school year. And of course, before the pandemic took hold, the pupils of Cambridge House enjoyed 6 months of normality from September 2019 to February 2020, and there are many successes and achievements to mention from this period. In technology and design, the LEGO team deserve to be congratulated for their participation in the UK-wide Tomorrow's Engineers competition. They won the Northern Ireland Regional Finals for the 2nd year in a row and were due to go to the National Exhibition Centre in Birmingham to compete in the UK final. When the final event was cancelled, the competition organisers used the regional scores for the UK final positioning, and Cambridge House was placed 4th in the UK. This is a superb achievement for the Key Stage 3 pupils from across Years 8 to 10 who made up the team. Well done to them all, and many thanks to Mr. Brogan and his colleagues in the Technology Department for supporting and guiding the pupils through this hugely rewarding activity. Also in technology, we offer our congratulations to Christy Hill, who was in Year 12 last year and was awarded an Arkwright Scholarship for her contribution and interest in engineering. Christy received a monetary bursary and was also paired with an engineering company to provide her with assistance when making her university application. Our pupils studying business studies and professional business services also had a busy and productive time at the start of the 2019-20 school year. The Year 14 Professional Business Services class initiated a whole school project as part of their A-level coursework. The Christmas market event created industry links and relations with the local Mid and East Antrim community. And through this event, over 50 small businesses within the local community were able to sell their products. A raffle was held, and with the contribution of a stallholder fee, the class raised £1,000 for a local mental health organisation, the Olive Branch. Many thanks to the pupils for this excellent initiative, which brought the entire school community together and in total involved over 800 attendees. GCSE Business Studies students who took part in the Young Enterprise competition also gained an opportunity to sell their products at the event. Also in Business Studies, last year a group of Year 13 students participated in the A-Level Young Enterprise Company programme. They attended the St George's Market event and progressed to the Northern Ireland Finals in the Abbey Centre last February. The group, Mood Bears, created handmade teddy bears from upcycled bedding with the aim of promoting and spreading awareness of mental health in Northern Ireland. They were placed second in Northern Ireland and were invited to attend the Young Enterprise Northern Ireland Awards Gala of 2020. In addition, They won the Social Innovation and Learning and Development Award, which saw the group interviewed by professional industries to discuss their product design, marketing process and sales pitch. Many congratulations to the pupils involved, and thanks to the Business Studies Department for encouraging and overseeing these projects. The arts play an important role in the life of Cambridge House, and there are a number of events and successes at the start of last year. The music department continued to flourish in the period before lockdown, with a range of extracurricular activities providing many performances in the senior choir, chamber choir, junior choir, jazz band, school band and string group. These groups involve pupils from all year groups working together in a supportive environment which builds their capacity and the confidence of each member. Some of the highlights of this period were the Remembrance Day service, the Radio Cracker Carol service and radio slot, our school annual carol service in First Ballymena Presbyterian Church, and participation at the Ballymena Music Festival. We also commend and thank our music tutors for the continued delivery of lessons throughout the year under increasingly challenging conditions. A number of students achieved excellent results from the Associated Board of Music, Trinity College, London College of Music and Rock School, all of whom are to be congratulated for their hard work and dedication. Jake Houston, who last year was in Year 13, was the winner of the Northern Ireland Young Musician of the Year competition, matching the achievement of his brother Ross, who was crowned winner back in 2018. And Jake and Ross are the first siblings to win this prestigious title. We offer our warmest congratulations to Jake on this outstanding achievement, and we wish him well as he looks ahead to further musical studies at a conservatoire in London. Our Key Stage 3 Glee Club were active in the first term last year, learning dances and songs from the world of pop music and music theatre. At our open day in January 2020, they then opened proceedings with an important message, singing You Will Be Found from the award-winning musical Dear Evan Hansen, which informed prospective Year 8 pupils that Cambridge House has a place for everyone. Excitement then started to spread throughout the school about our planned production of High School Musical, but unfortunately lockdown began just before the start of auditions. It is to be hoped that planning for our next musical can resume as soon as possible. And in visual art, the art and design coursework project created by Millie Agnew was exhibited at the SEER True Colours exhibition in January and February 2020, which showcases the best artwork by SEER art and design candidates across the province from the previous academic year. Millie's coursework was centred on the theme of reptiles, and her striking final outcome was a large dragon mask. The work of Cambridge House pupils has been consistently featured at the True Colours exhibition over the past decade, and we say congratulations to Millie and a thank you to her teachers in the art department. It is pleasing to see pupils participating and enjoying school sports in such large numbers at Cambridge House, and there are a range of activities and successes on which to report. In the Rugby Schools Cup, the first 15 reached the last 16 for their third successive season, qualifying from the group stages with Lurgan College, Omer Academy and Ballyclare High School, the most notable result being a win in round 2 against Ballyclare High School with a try in the last play to beat a former top 8 seeded school, before defeat in the last 16 versus Methodist College, the number 2 seeds. In the last 8 of the school shield, the boys narrowly lost to Campbell College, the 3rd seeds, and our thanks go to the coaches Mr Nicol, Mr Small and Mr Stevenson, and we wish them well for future campaigns. Although the pandemic resulted in the cancellation of all remaining Ulster Schools matches, it is with pride that we report that 5 Cambridge House players were selected for Ulster underage squads: James McNabney and Ben Goodfellow, both under 18, and Dylan McNeely, Tristan Ferguson and Dean Agnew, all under 17. In the Medallion Shield, the team won the school's trophy, defeating Larne Grammar in the quarter-final, Portadown College in the semi-final and Banbridge Academy in the final. Many congratulations to the Medallion squad and to their coaches Mr Dawson and Mr Strong. The under-18 football team also reached the quarter-finals of the Shield, but unfortunately were defeated in extra time by RBAI. COVID then saw the cancellation of all junior football mid-Antrim Cup games and junior team cup games, but our thanks go to Mr Nicol for his coaching of the boys' football squads. Netball continues to develop at speed at Cambridge House. Having only started 3 years ago, the girls have progressed to win several Ballymena League titles and Northern Ireland District League titles. In 2019, the girls won the Junior and Intermediate Ballymena Leagues and also won the Northern Ireland C Junior League. While in 2020, the girls won both the Junior and Intermediate District League finals and reached the overall Northern Ireland B League final. We congratulate the girls and we thank their coach, Miss Connolly. In hockey, the girls' first 11 reached the second round of the Schools Cup, while the under-14As reached the semi-final of the Junior Plate. Many thanks to their coaches, Mrs Nevin and Miss Gillespie. In girls' football, we congratulate Abby Sweetlove, who was selected for trials with Liverpool FC and Celtic Girls. In trampolining, Ellie Reid won the British Championship and came 7th in the World Championship. Many congratulations to Ellie for this outstanding achievement. And in swimming, Amy Russell qualified for the Irish Open Swimming Competition and secured trials for the Olympics. Well done, Amy. Regrettably, all summer term sports were cancelled due to COVID, but we hope that as and when it is safe to restart activities, we will hear about the ongoing successes of the talented young sportsmen and women at Cambridge House. This diverse and enriching range of activities would not be possible without the tireless and dedicated work of our whole staff team. And to them we say thank you for the additional opportunities you have provided, which have enabled our pupils to enjoy further success and develop the skills, qualities and dispositions that will be invaluable to them as they develop. And I would also like to pay tribute to Mrs Elma Lutton, who was principal in the school year 2019-20, and who therefore oversaw and encouraged this vast array of activities and successes mentioned in this report. On behalf of all the pupils, staff, parents and governors, I say thank you to Mrs Lutton, and we wish you a long and happy retirement. We have got used to what people now call the new normal, and because of this, we may have forgotten just what can be achieved in the life of a school. I hope that this report has reminded you about what happened during 2019-20. There is much more that has not been mentioned, and it is clear to me, as the new principal, that Cambridge House is a great school where great things are achieved. To the Cambridge House pupils whose successes we recognise and celebrate today, and particularly to our leavers, we say thank you for your contribution to the school. We congratulate you on what you've achieved, and we wish you every success in the future.
When winds awake the air is bright. A2 certificates were awarded to the following pupils: Lauren Anderson, Shelley Anderson, Ellie Andrew, Danielle Baxter, Yasmin Boyle, Adam Brannigan, Ellie Brewster, Lauren Brownlee, Ellie Buchanan, Neve Burnside, Sabrina Chan, Ariana Chang, Michael Clark, Matthew Crozier, Jonathan Cunningham, Jamie Dawson, Stuart Donald, Rhys Irvine, Andrew Forsyth, Scott Foster, Sarah Frame, Sarah Fullerton, Sarah Galloway, Faye Gaston, Abby Galt, Zoe Gilmore, Christopher Gordon, Marion Gordon, Judy Graham, Leah Graham, Alison Greer, Bethany Greer, Charlotte Harding, Leah Harris, Adam Hayes, Anna Henry, Adele Heron, Tyler Hoey, Sean Hughes, Jack Hutchinson, Osman Ibram, Lahiru Kasturiarchi, Gillian Kennedy, Andrew Kerr, Abby Kirk, Jade Kirkpatrick, Stuart Leggy, Shannon Little, Melanie Lowry, Katie Matthews, Elizabeth Mawson, Nathaniel McCaughern, Lucy McLean, Alice McClure, Owen McClure, Ben McConnell, Max McConnell, Peter McCormill, George McCready, Emma McCulloch, Grace McFetridge, Adam McKendry, Leah McLaughlin, Chloe McMaster, Rachel McMaster, Alison McPeak, Connor Meek, Annie Miller, Frances Mills, Lydia Montgomery, Philip Montgomery, Holly Moore, Scott Moore, Adam Muirhead, Amy Murray, Georgia Nickel, Victor Oshlavi, Jake Parker, Ben Purdy, Chloe Rainey, Luke Gray, Martin Shaw, Emma Jane Sloan, Georgia Steele, Grace Stone, Anna Streeter, Zara Surgeoner, Stephanie Taggart, Ryan Taylor, Gary Tranter, Lauren Turtle, Andrew Wilson, Matthew Wilson.
The presentation of awards to Year 14. The Sarah Kinnear Scholarship for overall performance at A-level, Abby Kirk. Second for overall performance at A-level and subject awards for chemistry, mathematics and physics, Max McConnell. A-level subject awards. The Curry Award for Senior Art, Grace Stone. The Subject Award for Biology and the Catherine McNeely Cup for A-level English Literature, Annie Miller. The McMeekin Cup for Business Studies, Zoe Gilmore. The Subject Award for Construction, Christopher Gordon. The Julianne Gribben Award for Digital Technology, Victor Olchevet. The Julie McIlvenna Perpetual Cup for Drama, Amy Murray. The Galbraith Cup for Achievement in French, Sarah Frame. The Subject Award for Geography, Gillian Kennedy. The Subject Award for Government and Politics, Anna Henry. The Carolyn McBurney Cup for Nutrition and Food Science and the Subject Award for Health and Social Care, Alison McPeak. The Centenary Cup for History, Michael Clark. The Subject Award for ICT, Ben Purdy. The Subject Award for Life and Health Sciences, Sarah Fullerton. The Subject Award for Media Studies, Alison Greer. The Subject Award for Professional Business Services, Lucy McLean. The Subject Award for Religious Studies, Lauren Turtle. Subject Awards for Sociology and Sport, Abby Galt. The Subject Award for Spanish, Anna Streeter. And the O'Kane Cup for Design and Technology, Andrew Forsyth. And that concludes the awards for Year 14.
AS certificates were awarded to the following students: Courtney Agnew, Millie Agnew, Jamie Alexander, Shan Alexander, Julie Allen, Katie Bell, Katie Burrell, Rebecca Boville, Grace Brown-Kerr, Joel Brown, Cody Brady, Abby Bullock, Josh Caldwell, Ellie Canning, Megan Cathcart, Ben Chestnut, Joseph Compton, Joshua Crawford, Katie Crichton, Zach Crozier, Holly Cuthbert, Emma Dunbar, Shannon Dunseith, Katie Finlay, Connor Friel, Bryony Gaston, Catherine Glendinning, Lucy Gordon, Corey Goff, Emma Louise Hamill, Oliver Hampshire, Courtney Henry, Alex Hill, Samuel Hoey, Jake Houston, Naomi Houston, Chloe Jameson, Trey Kenny, Jodie Kernahan, Bethany Kerr, Ross Kerr, Dane Kyle, Joel Laverty, Anna Letters, Kirsten Lorimer, Adam Mayers, Leah Mark, Katie Maxwell, Joel McCammont, Darcy McCaughern, Demi McCloy, Sarah McFetridge, Tony McGuckin, Hannah McGuigan, Fraser McElhaga, Charity McElroy, Joshua McElroy, Sarah McElroy, Micah McIntyre, Cameron McKillen, Ellen McCleister, Jordan McMullen, James McNabney, Scott McNeely, Josh McQuitty, James Miller, Sam Miller, Emma Mills, Hannah Mills, Abby Morrow, Craig Moss, Lucy Murdoch, Alicia Murray, Alex Neal, Peter Neely, Kerry Park, Jenny Parker, Kirsten Peacock, Simon Penny, Fraser Pollock, Chantel Preston, Tori Quinn, James Ray, Ellen Ray, Jamie Richardson, Anna Ritchie, Jodie Rogers, Lydia Ross, Hannah Shaw, Zara Shaw, Kyle Singer, Aaron Smith, Peter Steele, Deborah Stewart, Rebecca Sterling, Emma Swan, Madison Taylor, Joel Telford, Thomas Thompson, Ethan Thornton, Denver Todd, Jessica Wainwright, Kirsty Wallace, Taylor Wallace, Gareth Walsh, Ben Warwick, Lily Weir, and Thomas Wilson.
The presentation of awards for Year 13. The Jane Craig Curry Memorial Bursary for overall performance at AS level, joint first, Millie Agnew, Zara Shaw and Peter Steele. Millie is also receiving the Subject Award for Physics and Peter is receiving the Subject Award for Chemistry. AS Subject Awards. The Snedden Shield for Artistic Achievement, Lily Weir. Subject Awards for Biology, Mathematics and Nutrition and Food Science, Jodie Rogers. Subject Awards for Business Studies and Spanish, Abby Bullock. The Subject Award for Digital Technology, Joshua Crawford. Subject Awards for Drama and Theatre Studies and Health and Social Care, Kerry Park. The Subject Award for English Literature, Holly Cuthbert. Subject Awards for French and Geography, Katie Crichton. The Subject Award for History, Catherine Glendinning. The Subject Award for Life and Health Sciences, Deborah Stewart. The Subject Award for Professional Business Services, Demi McCloy. The Subject Award for Religious Studies, Sarah McElroy. And the Subject Award for Technology and Design, Joshua McElroy. And that concludes the awards for Year 13.
Year 12 certificates are awarded to the following pupils: Bailey Adams, Lauren Alexander, Charlotte Anderson, Thomas Anderson, Taylor Bammer, Anna Beard, Zoe Bell, Alexandra Buchanan, Aaron Buick, George Butler, Amelia Calderwood, Emma Calderwood, Scott Campbell, Aaron Carlisle, Jenny Caulfield, Ryan Clark, Jack Crawford, Sky Crawford, Adam Cunningham, Elle Curran, Chloe Davis, Lois Davison, Kelsey Denver, Leah Dobbin, Eleanor Doig, Samuel Finlay, Catherine Finnegan, Hayley Galbraith, Emma Galloway, Lydia Glass, Zach Glass, Ben Goodfellow, Ella Gurley, Bruce Greer, Emma Greer, Ethan Greer, Holly Gregg, Jessica Henry, Reuben Henry, Francis Herbison, Daniel Heron, Christy Hill, Matthew Hill, Joel Hogg, Austin Hunter, Erin Hutchinson, Jilly Irvine, Morgan Jackson, Emily Johnston, Kerry Jones, Philip Kennedy, Heather Lamont, Ellie Laverty, Carmen Letters, Matthew Mayers, Jack Manson, Helen Jane Marks, Ellie Maxwell, Callum McAleese, Joshua McCalmont, Cameron McCaw, Christopher McClelland, Anna McCluggage, Jenny McCluggage, Adam McClung, Faye McComb, Rachel McRae, Therese McCurdy, Katie McGladdery, Emma McGuigan, Rachel McElhaga, Nicole McElrath, Bethany McElroy, Joshua McElroy, Katie McElvenna, Jude McIntyre, Harry Mackay, Matthew McKendry, Louise McMullen, Emily McNeil, Dylan McNeely, Stephen McWhirter, Finley Mercer, Jessica Miller, Lucy Miller, Joe Monaghan, Josh Montgomery, Scott Montgomery, Callie Moore, Ben Morrison, Alex Mowbray, Carla Neeson, Naomi Nevin, Leanne Nichol, Ryan O'Prey, Jessica Parker, Catherine Purdy, Grace Ray, Adam Rainey, Colin Reid, Scott Reid, Bethany Reynolds, Caitlin Reynolds, Amy Robinson, Joshua Robinson, Stuart Rock, Cameron Russell, Jay Russell, Jared Russell, Katie Scott, Sophie Selwood, Jenna Semple, Katie Semple, Joshua Shaw, Lauren Sloan, Ben Smithies, Caitlin Smith, Luke Spence, Troy Spears, Leah Steele, Georgia Stone, Adam Strange, Ryan Surgeoner, Curtis Tennant, Emma Todd, Laura Jean Tranter, Charlie May Wallace, Emma Weir, Tony Lee White, Joel Wilkinson, Chloe Wilson, Jonathan Wilson, Lauren Wilson, Zoe Wilson, Matthew Worthington.
Now for the presentation of awards to Year 12. The Ruth Kennedy Cup for Best Overall Performance at GCSE, joint first, Zoe Bell and Bethany Reynolds. Zoe is also receiving the Johnston Cup for GCSE Geography, the Pollock Family Cup for GCSE Double Award Science, and subject awards for child development, further mathematics and sociology. Bethany is also receiving subject awards for English language, media studies and physical education. Second place for overall performance at GCSE, Erin Hutchinson. Erin is also receiving the Heather Reynolds Shield for GCSE English Literature and the Sandra McCloy Cup for Food and Nutrition. GCSE Subject Awards. The Harper Adams University Award for Agriculture and Land Use, Harry Mackay. Subject Awards for Art and Music, Martha Anderson. The Carson Cup for GCSE Business Studies, Jenny McCluggage. The Patton Cup for Construction and the Houston Cup for Excellence with AutoCAD, Rachel Magalhaga. Subject Awards for Digital Technology and Statistics, Matthew McKendry. The Gillian Garrett Rose Bowl for Drama, the Montgomery Cup for Drama, and the Subject Award for Single Award Science, Caitlin Smith. The Orr Cup for Spanish and the Subject Award for French, Emily Johnston. The Mackay Cup for GCSE History, Jay Russell. The Subject Award for ICT, Leanne Nicol. The Spears Cup for Mathematics, Colin Reid. The Subject Award for Religious Studies, Matthew Hill. The Subject Award for Technology and Design, Philip Kennedy. And that concludes the awards for Year 12.
Cambridge House Grammar School Prefect Team 2019-2020. The Senior School Prefects: Head Boy Andrew Wilson, Head Girl Georgia Nicol, Deputy Head Boys Jack Hutchinson and Adam McKendry, Deputy Head Girls Shelley Anderson and Zoe Gilmore, Senior Prefects Sarah Frame, Abby Kirk, Alice McClure, Max McConnell, Luke Gray, Martin Shaw, Grace Stone, Lauren Turtle. Prefects: Lauren Anderson, Ellie Andrew, Ellie Brewster, Niamh Burnside, Sabrina Chan, Jonathan Cunningham, Stuart Donald, Andrew Forsyth, Sarah Fullerton, Sarah Galloway, Faye Gaston, Abby Galt, Jodie Graham, Alison Greer, Leah Harris, Adam Hayes, Anna Henry, Adele Heron, Gillian Kennedy, Jade Kirkpatrick, Shannon Little, Melanie Lowry, Katie Matthews, Elizabeth Mawson, Amy Murray, Nathaniel McCaughrean, Peter McCormill, Owen McClure, George McCready, Grace McFettridge, Leah McLaughlin, Rachel McMaster, Alison McPeak, Philip Montgomery, Holly Moore, Victor Olshove, Jade Parker, Ben Purdy, Emma Jane Sloan, Stephanie Taggart and Ryan Taylor. The middle school prefects are Abigail Colvin, Hannah Davidson, Judith Gillespie, Grace Gilmer, Emma Gordon, Paris Logan, Aileen McFarlane, Sarah McFarlane, Ruth McClelland, Tara McElkearney, Rachel McFettridge, Keziah McIntyre, Lucy McKinney, Alex McLean, Hannah Miller, Sophie Patton, Leah Ray, Hannah Rogers, Sarah Shaw, Natasha Singer, Beth Tennant, Beth Thompson, Sarah Wade, Jack Campbell, Jake Gamble, Jack Keys, Harvey Kirk, Caden McCulloch, Scott Miller, Roy Nelson, Jacob Oliver, Andrew Caldwell and Luke McConnell. Junior School Prefects: Isaac Adams, William Robert Alexander, Lynn Alexander, Emily Butler, Lola Campbell, Thomas Crichton, Emily Falloon, Molly Faulkner, Holly Frame, David Gillen, Abby Gilmore, Rebecca Greer, Holly Hill, Courtney Houston, Lisa Hutchinson, Jack Jenkins, Sophie Johnston, Olivia Johnston, Kushi Casariarchi, Taylor Kyle, Catherine Lamont, Eva Landers, Harriet Logan, Wyatt Lorimer, Sophie McAllister, Lucy MacDonald, Zach McGall, Abby McNeely, Cara Penny, Emily Proctor, Lucy Rogers, Megan Ross, Amy Russell, Joel Spears, Daisy Topping, Jessica Wiley and Maria Williams.
We now move on to the additional, special and supplementary awards. The Boyd String Scholarship is jointly awarded to Martha Anderson and Sarah McElroy. The De Watrepont Cup for Interest in French Culture is awarded to Matthew Crozier. The Harper Cup for Determination in GCSE French is awarded to Zoe Wilson. The Houston Cup for Excellence with AutoCAD is awarded to Rachel McElhager. The Janice Smith Cup for Piano is awarded to Jacob Oliver. The Joan Warden Memorial Ambassador Award is awarded to Max McConnell. Maeve McKeown Cup for Valuable Contribution to the Music Department is jointly awarded to Shelley Anderson and to Neve Burnside. The Margaret Dalgleish Memorial Cup for Perseverance is awarded to Lauren Turtle. The McKinley Cup for General Musicianship is jointly awarded to Jack Hutchinson and Philip Montgomery. The McMaster Cup for Solo Singing is also jointly awarded to Georgia Nicol and to Grace Stone. The Michelle Dunlop Memorial Trophy for Progress in GCSE French is awarded to Jessica Miller. The O'Kane Cup for Design is awarded to Andrew Forsyth. The O'Kane Trophy for Effort is awarded to Martin Shaw. The Orr Cup for Excellence in Classical Singing is awarded to Sarah Shaw. The James Alexander Cup for Loyalty and Commitment is awarded to Zoe Gilmore. The Montgomery Cup for Drama is awarded to Caitlin Smith. And finally, the Wilson Cup for Valuable Contribution to School Life is awarded to Peter McCormill. The Head Boy and Head Girl Shields. The Head Boy Shield is awarded to Andrew Wilson. The Head Girl Shield is awarded to Georgia Nicol. The Deputy Head Boy Shields are awarded to Jack Hutchinson and Adam McKendry, and the Deputy Head Girl Shields are awarded to Shelley Anderson and to Zoe Gilmore.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow students, thank you for being with us today at our virtual awards ceremony. A very different experience to our previous awards days, and this is perhaps very fitting, as the academic year 2019 to 2020 was certainly one that was different for us all. When our experiences in the classroom ended abruptly and we moved to online learning, many of us realised that we had perhaps taken our education, our school and our teachers for granted, and we longed to be back within these walls.
However, we as a school have never been prone to dwelling in the past. Instead, we embrace the challenges, using these to make us stronger and more resilient. And so, as we reflect on the last academic year, we have much to be thankful for. To our Year 14 leavers, congratulations on the grades you have achieved. We wish you every success in your journey. To the current student body, well done for all the hard work you put in and are continuing to do so. It is challenging for us all, but we hope to be back in school soon.
Finally, to each and every member of staff, both teaching and non-teaching, on behalf of all the pupils of Cambridge House Grammar School, past and present, thank you. Thank you for the education, the dedication and commitment you have shown to each of us, for the professionalism that you have demonstrated throughout this pandemic, for the time you have invested in us, for the care you have given to each one of us, encouraging and challenging us to keep striving for academic excellence, and for the care and compassion you have shown by continuing to nurture our well-being.
As the educator Andy Hargreaves once said, teachers who believe they can make real difference in their students' lives really do. And I know that this is the principle by which the staff of Cambridge House live by. We appreciate everything that you have done and are doing for us. Without you, we would not be the people we are today. Thank you.
Presence be
That concludes the Cambridge House Grammar School Virtual Awards Day for the school year 2019-20. Thank you to everyone who has taken part. Our Chair of Governors, Mrs. Joanne Miller, our head boy, Micah, and our head girl, Emma. The musicians and Mrs. Brush, our head of music, for the musical items. My colleagues on the senior leadership team. And to Mr. Gareth Brownlow, our ICT manager, for recording and editing this video. Thank you for joining us wherever you happen to be, and I offer you the best wishes of everyone at Cambridge House Grammar School for the future.